Hey, what's up everybody? Kai here, and welcome back to Let's Play Lufia in the Fortress of Dew. Since last time, I made a very minor change to my setup, and that is that I gave the flame ring back to Jaren, because today, we'll be looking for the key to Glasdar Tower, which just so happens to lie at the bottom of this cave, which just so happens to be infested with monsters, some of which are weak to fire. I wonder why the Glasdar Tower is so special anyways. I don't think the game ever goes into detail about that, now that I think about it. And again, why are any of these towers special? Not just in this RPG, but in pretty much every other RPG. You know, what are these towers doing? Usually there's nobody in them. Well, you know, what purpose do they serve? Aside from giving you levels and equipment. Anyways, remember these stairs for later because we will be coming back to them off screen in just a few moments. We do have new enemies to deal with in here, guys. We're just not meeting up with them, apparently. I do like, though, how the elemental rings... Oh, wow! Get real! Are you serious? A third might sword? I wish I had a use for that. Oh, game. Game. Anyways, new enemies, Gorgons. Just like every other Gorgon in the history of the universe, they can get you stoned. But aside from that, they're pretty easy. They don't have too much HP. In fact, Goro can one-shot them. Where did Gorgons come from? I don't want to say it's D&D because I'm pretty sure I heard of them before that. Maybe in my Greek mythology class? From high school? Yeah, wasn't Medusa technically a Gorgon herself? Wow, game, you really like to troll me and rub it in my face, don't you? 3 might swords? Man, unbelievable. Anyways, here we get a gloom arrow. It's too bad the battle items aren't very useful at this point in the game though, unlike in Breath of Fire, where they are actually useful for a good portion of the game. I was actually quite surprised. Let's go to the left first. If you go straight up, it's a dead end, so don't worry about it. Yeah, I've been thinking about Breath of Fire quite a bit because it is my next LP to follow this game, and this LP is going to be over very shortly. So I'm already starting to make plans and take notes and things like that for Breath of Fire. So here we get a mystery pin. Yeah, I like how they did the battle items in that game. They were relevant for quite a while, not just the first 1 or 2 hours of the game. Ah, more new enemies. Zorus Rex. Those guys are weak to fire. Which is why I have the flame ring on Jaren, so she can take out large groups of them in one shot. Alright, easy enough. And down here in this treasure box that's surrounded by a very nice rock formation, we get a Zircon sword. That rock formation is the game's very subtle way of hinting that you might want to hang on to that sword for later. No reason, but take my word for it, don't sell that. Seems kind of odd they would once again give you a sword after it's available in stores. Absolutely. Here we get a great potion. Awesome. Let's give that to Agoro. You suck, Agoro. I guess 1 point is better than nothing. Hey, the last of the new enemies, Variants, and holy cow they hurt. Now these guys are very weak to thunder. Although a flash spell isn't quite enough to take them out, so you want to go with Bolt if you're concerned about your MP. If not, you can just go with Thunder and completely annihilate them. Now, what makes the Variants so special is that they are the enemies that drop the Might Helmet. Yeah. So if you're interested in getting 2 more Might Helmets for your melee fighters, this is the place to do it. Let's see, let's go with Vulcan. Even though they're not weak to fire, it'll soften them up enough so that Kai and Agoro can kill whichever enemy is still alive after the Thunder spell. And if Jaren goes first, so much the better. Alright, that's it for new enemies though, so we'll probably end up cutting out some of these repeat random battles so we can make it through here all in one episode. The Bite Helmet though, just like the rest of the equipment, has a 1 in 256 chance of dropping, so under normal circumstances, don't expect to get one to drop. I'll be honest with you guys, it is very rare. But then again, so are the Might Swords, and look what happened. I've gotten 3 of them already. And Agoro just got stoned. That's just great. You're supposed to pass it after you puff it, Agoro. Come on, man. Alright, and in this treasure box we get the White Ring. Best accessory in the game for Jaren. Whoops. Let's take a look at that. Gives her attack power plus 40, which I'm not really concerned about. But what I am concerned about is that it gives her 21 more points of defense, which is very nice. And it also boosts her speed a little bit more than... well, is it better than the Green Ring? No, it's actually a little bit worse than the Green Ring. But I still want to give it to her for now. Well, I want to keep the Flame Ring on her for now, but I'll probably end up giving her the White Ring later on. Okay, that's it for all the treasure on this floor of the cave, so what I want to do now is actually... well, it might be quicker to escape, so let's do that first. I'm going to backtrack to those stairs I told you to remember for later. And if you just escape and follow the path, you'll run right into them. You can't miss it. And I think it's quicker this way than walking all the way back through the dungeon. So I'll just meet you there. Okay, we made it. And on the way over here, Agoro and Jaren both gained a level, so that's pretty nice. Yeah, we'll leave this one in here. Why not? Now we got 2 doors to go through here, one to the left and one to the right. Now remember this room for later because I'll be backtracking to this point as well in just a few moments. Hey, Kai leveled, alright, and learned Valor. Basically that is the champion spell for your entire party. It is really good. It's also really expensive. I think it costs like 30 MP if I'm not mistaken. 35 MP. Yeah, that's, like I said, one of the main reasons why you want to give him all the spell potions, because the spells he learns at the end of the game are not cheap. I don't think Valor will bring you back from the dead like it does in Lufia 2 though, so oh well. It's still nice having a full heal to your entire party, just like the Heal Us All spell from Dragon Warrior. Alright, took care of those losers. Had a Mad Knight in that battle, and I tried using the Thunder spell with Lufia to try and break the damage cap, but she still doesn't quite have the intelligence for that, even with a Mind Gourd. But we do have a Mind Potion that we want to give to her. Alright, plus 3. And now I'm just going to backtrack to that room that I mentioned earlier and meet you guys there. Alright, made it back here, so let's go to the left this time. In regards to the damage cap, somebody commented back in episode 1 of this LP that this game actually does not have a damage cap. Instead, what it has is a, I guess it's like a limitation on the number of numbers that are displayed, I guess, like a text limitation, so to speak. Because what happens is you can hit enemies for over 999 damage. And the game will just display 3 numbers instead of 4. So let's say you hit a monster for 1055 damage, the number you're going to see on the screen will be 055. Not because you only hit them for 55 damage, but for whatever reason, I don't know if it's a graphical glitch, or if maybe the programmers never thought you would hit an enemy for over 1,000 damage in one attack. You know, I don't know the reasoning behind it, but the game will only display 3 numbers. But even with a Mind Gourd on Lufia, she can't quite hit these guys that hard, but she comes close to it. Maybe if she were like around level 99, I could do something like that. Or if she gained a level, awesome. Still want to use Vulcan if there's only one of those blue dinosaurs there, just to ensure they die in one hit. Wasn't Vulcan the name of that planet in Star Trek? I'll be honest with you guys, I was never a big Star Trek fan in my youth, or even now, so my knowledge of Star Trek and anything related to it, not the best, not the best. Alright, go Jaren. Wow, that guy got decimated. And Kai got stoned. I think he's the only one that knows the stone spell. No, Jaren does too. Okay. Anyways, let's go down here. And let's go in this door after we fight some more monsters. Sure, why not? Maybe we'll get a 4th Might Sword? Let's find out. Actually, we're gonna leave that switch alone for now. Yeah, I want to grab this first. Okay. Now we want to hit the switch, pull it down, and now we get to backtrack all the way back to that teleporter, because now that we hit the switch, it'll take us to a different location. I suppose I could leave this backtracking on screen. The encounter rate is actually being very generous today, for some unknown reason. Not that I'm complaining, it's a nice refreshing change to the normal trolling that the game likes to dish out. That is one thing I will not miss about this LP, I'll be honest with you viewers. Not that I'm rushing to get through the game, you know, it's been a lot of fun playing this childhood favorite once again, but the trolling is very incessant and non-stop. Yeah, Breath of Fire is much more nice to the players. Spell potion. And down here we get the Glasdar key. A random battle, why not? Up here we get a power potion, and last but not least, the Gloom Guard. That is an accessory that will help protect you against instant death attacks, but I don't really care for it. Generally speaking, instant death attacks are fairly inaccurate, so... Well, let's go down here now so we can go through this cave and put that key to use. We're not going to make it through this cave in one episode, but I at least want to fight some new enemies. Alright, winged lions. Nothing too special about these guys either, but I do believe they have a chance of dropping a spell potion. Would have been nice if we could have gotten another Might Helmet from those variants. Hey, hey, a spell potion, alright. Ask and you shall receive. Oh, that reminds me, I have a power potion to use. Yeah, Lufia, she's still falling behind. We get an excellent bomb. Excellent. And more new enemies, glooms. Just like their cousins from Eisentower, they have instant death attacks. They're fairly easy. Same strategies apply here as every other dungeon. Just go all out, take no prisoners. Alright, let's go down here first. So we can pick up the Black Ring. Best accessory in the game for a Goro. Yeah, 10 more attack. He loses a little bit of physical defense, but he has the Might Armor, and he's about to get a Might Shield, so whatever. But he also gets 10 more speed and 20 more magic defense, which is amazing for him. Love that accessory. Hey, variants, alright. I thought about coming here at the beginning of this episode just to pick this up, but I decided may as well just wait till the end of the cave and do it when we come here. It's not a big deal. Still want to have the flame ring on Jaren though, for this cave. Hey, Agoro leveled, and Jaren, alright. And she learned Rally. So now we have 2 characters that can bring you back from the dead with full HP. Nice. Let's see, up here we get excellent arrows. Is there anything in this swamp? I honestly can't recall. Ah, there is. A power potion, alright. Wow, Jaren has as much HP as Kai. Holy crap. Anyways, before we call this video quits here, I'm gonna kill the Grim Reaper. Awesome. But there's a room to the south that has HP and MP restoration tiles in it, which is why I didn't bother going back to Arubis to sleep at the inn because, well, you have a free heal right here at the entrance. It's pretty convenient. Don't want Agoro to die, though. Game. Alright, so I'm going to call this a video here, guys, and what I'm going to do off-screen in between now and next time is use these healing restoration tiles. And then we'll just continue on through this cave, which leads to the Glasdar Tower. So until then, guys, as always, I want to say thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good day. Take care.